Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government. Led by Nigel, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
Which is suspicious timing, if you ask me.
It is. So that's 2 reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We've found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Balaji's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Balaji before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the area where we're most likely to find Hamish Balaji. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic. We need to pull you off your tail for now. Are you ready to fight?
Always.
It was a rhetorical question. Balaji has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
Time to introduce ourselves then.
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
Can we say paranoid?
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
Say no more.
I believe the main interface is on the rooftop.
You think I could get through those windows up top?
Sure, if you can get there. 3 options here. 1, use the window washing platform. 2, find a cargo drone. 3, give up, go home, and resolve to be a better person.
Okay, I'm on it. Hope this goes fast.
DedSec is a criminal organization. If a member of DedSec approaches you, alert authorities as urgent.
I saw this bloody great show.
bit of a creep, aren't ya?
Shit! I got to get through all of these traps.
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
Okay, I'm on it.
Welcome to Clare and Present Danger, and welcome to Fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up, people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it and working on the epilogue. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government, too. They were only too happy to hand Nigel Cass the keys to the city. Wash the hands to the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now, friends, unless we do something. We can't wait for someone else to fight back. We are the change.
The traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
Facts and figures are trivial. Humans are selfish, not passionate. They want to know, will this make my life easier? Or
Hey, lovely to see you again.
Move one more muscle, Chief, and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
All right. Take it easy.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Please, think more underground.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Wait, cool it, no man. Albion knows you're in the city. You have to run.
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Hamish. Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Shit, Bedrin. We know. Why else do you think we come here?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
Nah, you're not listening. We need your help and we got no love for Cass. Bastard did the bombings and tried to kill us.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what... Move! Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. I guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck, think, Hamish, think. Shit, fine. We'll table it. I'll buy you some time. Just go.
Found them!
No!
Move in!
Shit!
Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about who they shoot.
Engage if necessary.
All local units. The suspect is on a boat.
Dispatch, deploying drones to apprehend the suspect. I'm in pursuit of the target. Any other patrols have eyes on the suspect, over? Returning to HQ. Search terminated.
I think all that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
All right, Chief. That was a pretty slick escape. I believe you. So I'll say this. Nigel is planning something, and I don't think I could stop him on my own. If DedSec's everything I've heard, you'll help me.
We can help each other. There's a chance Cass had something to do with the bombings. What could he be planning that's worse than that?
No, that's not like him. Well, not exactly. See, Nigel's got to see himself as the hero. He's an arrogant twat,
This
but
place
he's not a cynic.
is looking rough.
Every place we go into, we would have some mad plan to fix all his problems. With robot police or automated crop fertilizing and some shit. Society was a technical problem. And people are just bugs in the software, you know? You work around them or you squash them. Sorry, Chief. I gotta switch proxy servers so they don't trace me. I'll hit you right back on voice. Listen, I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
Working on an upgrade of his private police state? Brilliant. Does this prick ever take a day off? Whatever he's up to, we need eyes on that meeting.
I've always wanted to be in on a caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. Albion cyber security sniffing my proxy IP. Must have traced the detonator signal. I've got to deal with this.
You joining us is totally awesome. Welcome to DedSec.
Thank you. I'm ready for action.
Brilliant.
Nigel Cass's meeting will begin soon. Approach the Tower of London when you're ready.
What?
If we're lucky, word hasn't spread that you've hung up your jackboots. Just try to put on your meek, harmless, broken by the system face. Oh, and don't forget your uniform.
Proper mess.
I still can't believe Albion took over the tower. Seeing it like this is heartbreaking.
You forgot your uniform. Get out before they notice. Looking sharp. Your ex-colleagues won't pay any attention to you unless you let them take a close look.
Disturbance detected. Beginning investigation.
Let's find this one. Drone, we're on search.
Area's clear. Continuing
Must be
the
nearby.
search.
word of caution now we're inside. Any disturbance in here and Nigel Cass will surely cancel his meeting. Avoid being detected by your former colleagues or this operation is a bust.
Nigel won't have anything important on this floor.
You know much more about Cass than I do.
Yeah. I was Albion too, if you hadn't twigged to that. Me and Cass were close once. Looked up to him. He was bigger than life, fam. Literally a tech genius. And I was just a gearhead kid. I wanted to be like him. That's why I joined up.
Seriously?
Didn't find out he was a murderous prick until later.
Is that the new line?
At least drove. It's never going to
I heard
be.
someone saying dead set.
Oh, no.
They better not be when you just a bunch of terrorists pretending to have models.
It's a wide world out there.
A little obsessed, but he's trying to keep people safe. In this day and age, that is what he's doing.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert!
This door clearly requires a security pass.
Fantastic.
Use one of the nearby computers to create your forgery.
Be careful. You don't want to know what Nigel does with trespassers.
This new project that Lorenz is presenting upstairs.
Yeah, so long. Go fuck yourself.
I wait to see it roll out. This is going to make our jobs that much easier and safer. Yeah. You don't think it's going to make certain aspects of our job redundant, do you? Not a chance. Director Cass takes care of his own. You know that. Fair point.
So can you tell me a little bit more about how the retrofits are going?
Everything is proceeding on schedule, and Mr. Cass is as determined as ever to make the White Tower as safe as possible from terrorist attacks. I believe he has ensured that every security measure has been properly taken so that we are all well protected. As he likes to say, just the same fact.
That's quite ambitious.
They're down close with the company of the
I think London could do with some in management. We have a number of unseen.
I heard someone saying dead set.
They better not be just a bunch of terrorists pretending to have models.
This door clearly requires a security pass.
Fantastic.
Use one of the nearby computers to create your forgery.
Be careful. You don't want to know what Nigel does with trespassers.
Even the cheap stuff. Do you know how easy it is to make a delicious jerk? You been up there lately? There's some parts of this
Whoa!
city
DedSec's got their tools down, Pat.
You understand?
Yeah, I know what you mean. But there's always the element that's going to have
Sure, but I thought we'd taken care of them.
You mean dead set? I've heard some talk on the street that they may be back in...
It'll take some time for the forgery to be ready. To keep you occupied, I dragged up still images and a recording from an internal investigation into Cass Senior's death.
I want to see it.
Internal Psych Assessment AS001 Subject Cass Nigel. Mr. Cass experienced a deeply traumatic event when he witnessed the murder of his father, Gareth Cass, CEO of Albion. He began exhibiting symptoms soon after what he frequently described as the random event. Mr. Cass's initial symptoms included insomnia, paranoia, distorted blame, and recurring flashbacks. However, he appears to have channeled his anger and self-described powerlessness into his work to ensure that Albion become, quote, a mechanism for preventing unpredictable violence. It seems somewhat of a mania, edging on psychosis. For me, this raises concerns about Mr. Cass's fitness to run a multinational security company, but I cannot, at this time, make any recommendation beyond continued monitoring, especially considering that I have been asked to close this file.
Well, shit. Cass really isn't right in the head, and they're trusting him with the security of London.
Yeah, well, Nigel's never close to anyone but his dad. And me, I guess. Never had much faith in people, really.
Well, the pass is ready, but rough. If this resistance thing doesn't work out, I doubt you'll make a living as a document forger. Let's give it a go anyway. Nigel Cass awaits.
How are you getting on with those methods? The deadline is coming up quick. And I wouldn't do too
I know, but if I mess this up, then the whole project is delayed. I don't know.
Welcome to Project Themis. Our new autonomous drones. These drones can identify, isolate, and terminate threats before they can do harm. They can go anywhere, see everything. They could kill a man alone in an alley or in a crowd of hundreds with perfect precision. Themis drones can do what humans have always struggled to. Act immediately and decisively. Without your support, I couldn't stand here and tell you, I promise you, that with the launch of Project Themis, London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Mr. Cass, I was hoping you'd called us all in here today to discuss the ethical issues.
No, it's all right. The Commissioner cares, as we all do. I admire his passion and his dedication. Let's talk ethics.
Well, for one, Themis goes far beyond Albion's mandate. We really should have more government consultation.
I see. Delay the launch so that we can debate and assess the details.
We're missing the human element here. I can get the Defense Minister on the line right now.
Well, if you feel you must. It's the human element that got us into this. No more debate, delay, indecision. Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize Themis. Now, will our friends at Tidis be ready? You are the cornerstone of the project after all. Do you need to consult any outside parties?
No. We'll be ready.
And just in time. Criminals running our streets. Illegals threatening our families. The police commissioner himself. Assassinated by terrorists. Decisiveness is hard. But here's the best part. Once this decision is made, no more will be required of you.
A building-wide security sweep has been initiated due to document breach.
I warned you about that forgery. Your uniform will help. Don't let them get a close look at you.
How do I get out, Bagley?
The Catacombs, fam.
Go, go, go! Move! Check doors and corners. Go! Find the bus. Now! I don't think we've been introduced.
Saw Nigel in action in there, didn't you? Man can be very, persuasive.
Fuck. He's crazed. And anything coming out of that brain case will be crazed, including this Themis project. What the fuck? Fuck's sake! I don't like this. I really don't. What was that?
Fucking hell. Albion's top secret project is an automated killing machine. And it looks like Cass is almost ready to launch. We have to get Themis out of his hands.
I'll prepare a briefing. Will we see you there, Hamish?
Pretty face, not risking, remember? But patch me in. You and me got some scheming to do, Bagley.
Hey, you've been going, yeah?
I'll start the briefing whenever you're ready. Here's what we know about Nigel Cass. He's rolling out something called Project Themis. The lack of information on its own is worrisome, but what little we do know is Cass wishes to remove the human element from law enforcement.
We also know he's partnered with Tidis, which is never good. Tidis does other work with Albion. Nasty shit like autonomous weapons, human targeting algorithms.
So Tidis is our best lead to fill in the blanks on the secret project, but their security is notoriously difficult to crack. So Hamish has proposed an intriguing solution.
Albion's been working on a new microdrone, something my contact told me about. That shit's not even in production yet, but if we get the plans, we can manufacture our own.
To bypass Tidis security?
Exactly. They're weird as fuck. Supposed to do maintenance on Albion's other drones, but the smallness of them means they can slip into places nothing else can.
Well, there we have it. Our next step is to infiltrate the Albion drone manufacturing lab and get our hands on schematics.
And then you lot will have a fun little gadget to break in the Tidis. Love it. I'll shoot you the location. Be careful. Albion doesn't like to share his toys.
You're coming up on the Albion drone facility where the Microdrone is being developed.
Tell me this will be worth it.
It will be. You're gonna need to disable the security system protecting the R&D lab.
Disturbance detected. Beginning.
Inside your vehicle at all times.
Useless block of skin. I'm taking you down. In.
Security's down in the R&D lab. The plans for the Microdrone will be in there somewhere. I've downloaded the schematics. You can leave whenever you like. Now that we have the schematics, we can make microdrones of our very own.
Better move fast on that, Bags. We need to get into Tidis ASAP. Shut down Project Themis before Nigel decides to launch. And with what he was saying, we don't have much time.
Please just listen.
Fuck yeah.
There's a potential recruit you may want to check out. Pushing your location. We've successfully trialed our first microdrone, and it's officially as cute as the dickens. I've decided to name it Sebastian.
Time to break into Tidis.
And take away Nigel Cass's newest toy, Project Themis. Bagley, any idea where that name comes from?
Greek mythology. Themis was the goddess of divine justice. You know, the one with the sword.
Ooh, that is so Nigel fucking Cass.
See? School's useful for something besides social maladjustment. Find the schematics of the building and I'll work out the location of the Themis project.
Who in their right mind? Oh.
Look round for anything named Themis.
Copy that.
Well, if I was hiding a top-secret, morally dubious drone project like Themis, I would put it in the secure vault on the lowest level. You will have to hack your way past some pretty serious security, however. The elevator that leads to the secure vault that houses Themis is locked down. You will have to access the bypass terminal to use it. You will require a spider bot.
You fuckwit.
you'll be using Sebastian and the rest of the Microdrones to bypass security. But first you'll have to get by that laser array. I suggest a spider bot and steady nerves.
Copy that.
Our job is not an easy one, but it is an important one. Right now, we devote countless hours to intelligence gathering, and still things slip through the cracks. We're doing our best, you tell me. We are, but our best isn't good enough. That doesn't sound... But even we aren't perfect yet. Yeah, not like that. That strikes a humble note. We make errors in judgment. That's human nature, but we cannot afford errors. We are the last resort to protect the people. Project Themis will dispense
Security
justice
lockdown initiated.
and protection. It will use data to predict the patterns of crime and abuse. It will let us transcend the faults in our own nature. Not bad. Yeah, they'll have questions, of course, which is fair. It's an extreme measure, and there is potential for abuse, but this is what London needs.
All unauthorized personnel must vacate the premises. Intruder alert. Security lockdown initiated. All unauthorized personnel must vacate the premises. Intruder alert.
All right, Sebastian, this is what you and your friends have been training for. Time to crash the security grid for Daddy.
All right, Microdrones. Into the fray.
That's the spirit. Should be pretty sick.
Sebastian, no!
Right then, no time for tears. Meet Sebastian, another of our countless Microdrone allies. All named Sebastian, of course. You can't iterate on perfection. There are the cores. Destroy them, Sebastian, and for God's sake, be careful. You've made your father very proud, Sebastian. Oh, right. You should be able to access the Themis project room now.
Let's ruin Nigel's fucking day!
London, once a beacon of civility, now a cesspool of lawlessness. It is clear that humanity can no longer police itself. Fortunately, we don't have to. Welcome to Project Themis. Albion has found a way to apply an existing system, LifeScore, a data aggregator of biometrics, personal information, to our new autonomous drones. These drones can identify, isolate, and terminate threats before they can do harm. They can go anywhere, see everything. They could kill a man alone in an alley or in a crowd of hundreds with perfect precision. Themis drones can do what humans have always struggled to. Act immediately and decisively.
Fuck me, I knew it! The LifeScore algorithm. My algorithm. I should have scrubbed it before I left.
What do you mean, Hamish? You know how Themis works.
No, fam. Well, yeah. This was years ago. We were developing a LifeScore algorithm for what Cass called a peacekeeping system. Supposed to identify vulnerable civilians, not target them.
Fucking hell.
So in theory, Themis could be programmed to target anyone based on any number of parameters.
Exactly. That's the way Cass thinks. Genius, but twisted. We have to stop this. And I know how. We delete the LifeScore data and Themis is done.
Shit. All right, let's do it. Finished.
Yes, we'll have the award ceremony another time. Get out now. This may be entertaining. I've intercepted an audio transmission from Nigel Cass.
No more excuses. This is my city, and I will not have DedSec ruin my plans for it. Themis was poised to change London, the world. And this group of... And Hamish fucking Balaji? I want them all. They made you all look like fools. They walked calmly into the White Tower, and no one, not one of you, stopped them with all our vaunted security measures. So do any of you have anything to say? Nothing. Well, everyone, and I mean everyone in the organization, will be re-vetted immediately. Someone help them, that's certain, and we will root them out. This time, we will get them all.
Well, that's about done it. Cass is gonna steam about this for a while. No more LifeScore, no more Themis. You did it.
We couldn't have done it without you, Hamish. But we're not done with Cass, not yet. We could use more help, if you're up for some more action.
Not much of a joiner, fam. Considering how my days at Albion ended. But I'll be keeping watch on them and Cass. Maybe feed you lots some intel.
And there's still the question of Zero Day. Remember them? Completely gutted DedSec 1.0.
Cass had a hand in that purge, Bagley, and in the bombings, so we'll gladly accept any help you can give us, Hamish. Cheers.
Well, I did it. I actually did it.
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
I see. I suppose that's a compliment.
You'll get used to the robot's funny way of talking. He has a good mental heart.
In the last adventure of Detective Bagley and his occasionally helpful human sidekicks, we discovered that a billionaire tech mogul and a war profiteer both had secret plots to exploit human suffering and murder thousands. A shocking twist, I know. Speaking of the people we most suspect, Mary Kelly's slave trade is bound to be any day now, and we also just received a distress signal from a coffee shop of all places. Maybe the Wi-Fi's down or something.
Is that in any way relevant, Bagley?
Yes, obviously there's more to it than that, but I knew I had to make a joke or you'd just tune it out. I've marked both leads on your optic.